What if I told you that getting fired from your own company could be the best thing that ever happened to you? Sounds crazy, right? But that's exactly what happened to Steve Jobs, the man who turned Apple into a global empire. His story is one of passion, failure, resilience, and an unstoppable vision. But before he became a billionaire, he had to face some of the toughest moments of his life. So, stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn powerful lessons that can help you achieve success too. Early life and struggles. Steve Jobs was born on February 24, 1955 in San Francisco, California. But his biological parents couldn't raise him, so he was adopted by a middle-class family. From an early age, Steve was obsessed with technology. But there was one problem. He hated traditional education. To him, college felt like a complete waste of time. So he made a bold move. He dropped out of Reed College. Most people would panic, but not Steve. Instead, he followed his curiosity, exploring new ideas and taking creative classes, like calligraphy, which years later helped shape Apple's iconic designs. The birth of Apple, a garage startup that changed everything, excited, inspirational tone. In the mid-1970s, Steve Jobs and his tech genius friend Steve Wozniak started Apple Computers in a small garage. Their first invention, the Apple I, didn't look anything like today's sleek MacBooks, but back then, it was revolutionary. By 1976, Apple was officially launched, and within a few years, it became one of the fastest-growing tech companies in the world. But just when everything seemed perfect, disaster struck. The biggest setback, fired from his own company. Imagine dedicating your life to building something only to be kicked out of it. That's exactly what happened in 1985. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company by Apple's board of directors. For most people, this would be the end, but for Steve Jobs, it was a new beginning. The ultimate comeback, saving Apple and changing the world. Instead of giving up, Jobs started a new company, Next, focused on advanced computers, and he also bought an animation studio called Pixar. Yes, Pixar, the studio that brought us Toy Story. And guess what? Pixar became a massive success. Meanwhile, Apple was struggling. The company was on the verge of bankruptcy, and in 1997, Apple made a desperate decision. They called Steve Jobs back. And what did he do? He launched products that changed the world. The iMac, a sleek, modern personal computer. The iPod revolutionized how we listen to music. The iPhone, the smartphone that changed everything. The iPad, a whole new category of mobile devices. Under Jobs' leadership, Apple became the most valuable company in the world. But Jobs didn't just create products, he created experiences that people fell in love with. Key lessons from Steve Jobs' success. Steve Jobs' journey teaches us some powerful life lessons. Follow your passion, do what excites you, even if it seems risky. Turn setbacks into comebacks. Failure is not the end. It's just a step toward success. Think differently. The most successful people break the rules and innovate. Never stop learning, stay curious, keep evolving, and never settle. Steve Jobs' story proves that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how you rise after you fall. If you believe in yourself and keep pushing forward, anything is possible. If this story inspired you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment "Think Different" below.